What's going on, guys? Yeah, I finally had to dive into this myself and see this for myself because, hey, I'm a Lakers fan, and for the most part, being a Lakers fan, I'm a Kobe fan, and Kobe getting those 5 rings is because of, I believe, a good part of Phil Jackson. And if you're a Jordan fan out there, you would also say that Jordan and Phil Jackson is the reason for those 6. I mean, he played a part, an intricate part. So there is a little bit of a bias for me in Phil Jackson. However, it's been recent reports that Phil Jackson has been saying some anti-Semitic or racist type of things, and I wanted to dive into it. It's been stated even in the past that Scottie Pippen had came out and said that Phil Jackson was a racist. So I wanted to actually dive in and see for myself what was actually said. I'm reacting to this live along with y'all. So let's see what's going on. Jalen Rose shares thoughts on Phil Jackson's comments, and it's a video. Jalen Rose gets a lot off his chest while discussing Phil Jackson's latest comments. So Jalen Rose didn't hold back his feelings on Phil Jackson had said over the weekend. Jackson was asked about the current NBA product, but claimed he doesn't watch the game. The NBA head coaching legend stated that he hasn't watched the game since 2020. They even had slogans on the floor and baseline. It was trying to bring a certain audience to the game, and they didn't know it was turning other people off. People want to see sports as non-political. Now I can see what you mean by that. Possibly like the Black Lives Matter and all that. I can't breathe. That's where I can see now where everybody's having an issue. Obviously, those statements were sure to incite a powerful response, as Rose is coming to the forefront of defending the league in a recent tweet. In the video tweeted by Rose, the former NBA star asked Jackson, "What is so political about social justice?" Rose went on to remind Jackson that his coaching success in the NBA came off of the back of great black athletes. In the other video, Rose named Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaq, and Kobe Bryant as a big name. Let's see what's going on here.
You can't make this up. Hall of Fame coach and 11-time champion Phil Jackson claims to have stopped supporting the NBA because it became too political when it went into the bubble and was catering to certain audiences by putting slogans on the back of jerseys and Black Lives Matter on the floor. The same Phil Jackson that won championships with some of the greatest black athletes in the history of the game. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen,
Come on now. Oh,
Kobe Bryant, made millions on their backs and off their sweat equity. You're sitting up watching the game with your grandkids and y'all think it's funny when justice passes the ball to equal opportunity? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So stop watching forever.
damn. Okay. Phil Jackson says he hasn't watched the NBA since the bubble. They even had slogans. There it goes. 2020 was a strange time for the plethora of reasons. First, COVID-19 flipped the entire world. The entire world basically shut down. However, the NBA did everything it could to give fans a chance to be entertained while we were locked in our homes. Then the murders of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor sparked a much-needed conversation on the treatment of African Americans in our country. The NBA showed its support for the families involved in both situations by supporting the movement for social justice in the United States. Jackson has been one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time. The coaching legend has led 11 different teams to the mountaintops. Damn, 11 different teams to the mountaintops in the NBA. However, his latest comments are entirely out of touch with what the United States has dealt with over the last few years. So, do you believe that Jalen Rose was out of line for his comments directed towards Jackson, or do you think Jackson is way off the base with his comments? So that's what was stated here. Do I think Phil Jackson is a racist? No. I don't think Phil Jackson is a racist. I don't think Phil Jackson hates black people. Do I feel like this comment was not really needed? Did he need to say that? No. Do I feel like it was out of pocket a little bit? Yeah. I do feel like it was a little bit out of pocket. Now, can I say something that may make people mad? I'll be honest. Now, social justice and politics, I feel like there is, at least for me, some slight differences. I'll say this and then I'll fix it up because people are going to probably jump to the conclusion. I don't want to hear about politics in sports. When I watch a sport game, I don't want to hear about anything political going on. I want to I'm watching sports to take my mind off of that. Now, social injustice, if it was something about Black Lives Matter or injustice within our community or anything like that, I feel like that's not an issue. When they do what's it called, Make-A-Wish Foundation for the kids, and they make commercials how the NBA is going to do stuff with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they're going to the schools, going to the hospitals and all that. That's perfectly fine with me. I feel like if they do that along with Black Lives Matter, or if they donate to a black church, those type of things, those type of society and community type of activations and things, like I said, with it's more than just Black Lives Matter, because there's so many other corporations out there, but I do feel like those things are okay. But when I think of political, I'm thinking of like war, the Senate. I don't during the basketball game, I don't want to hear about I don't want to see a Joe Biden commercial or a Donald Trump commercial. I don't want to see none of that. I just want to see the game. And I think that we watch sports to kind of get out of the stresses of the times we live in. So I can definitely see it from that standpoint, that I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC all the time. So I'm always seeing this and just adding to the fire in my own brain of anxiety of what goes on in this world every single day. So when I do go to watch a Lakers game tonight or tomorrow, I don't want to see that again. You feel me? So I can see where the issue is. I'm not against it whatsoever. I'm not against the Black Lives movement. I'm not against it being, I guess, supported by the NBA. But the politics side thing, which I look at it totally different. Yeah, I kind of do. Like I agree, but I don't. Like I said, I don't think that you could dive in deeper more into it. What I'm saying is, you could technically say like Black Lives Matter does, support more of a democratic type of political party, and you can go into that type of side of things and all that. But that's just not how deep I look into that. Like, I'm just for the betterment and the justice of black people, and if the NBA wants to get behind that, that's fine. Now if the NBA was to go even further in and start, like I said, trying to promote candidates for election and all that, like on that part, I'm like, bro, come on now, So that's my little 2 cents on that. Do I think Phil Jackson is a racist? No, but do I think he should have kept his mouth closed? Yeah, he didn't need to say that. But we'll see if more information falls out. I don't think this is gonna go any more further. I think this is where it's gonna stop. But it was stated by Scottie Pippen back in 2021 that he accuses Phil Jackson of being a racist. But I'm gonna be honest right now with Scottie Pippen, man. I mean, he done lost his wife to his former teammate's son. And Scottie just, I don't know. He had Future. I don't know. Scottie got some shit going on, bro. Just straight up, man. So I don't know if Scottie just be tripping or what at this point. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions about this one. Yeah.